Good morning, Gen Con. We are here for day, four? Four.
Yes, yeah.
It's Sunday. We feel like we've been hit by a truck and then backed over a couple times. So, but we are here with you this morning, getting started a little bit late as we gathered some of my demo team friends. I've got one more joining us, but he'll be here pretty soon. I'm Alternis. I'm the Community and Marketing Director for catalystgamelabs, and I've got the demo team here. Hi! Aw, good to see you, Josh. Yeah, so let's do intros. This is going to be a rough morning, guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
So let's start with you, Michael.
Hello all, I'm Michael Ciaravella. I'm Catalyst Game Labs event manager. I'm also the Catalyst demo team's coordinator. I wear a couple of hats and one of the Battletech authors.
Awesome. Mike?
Yep, I'm Mike Messmer. I'm the RPG lead for the Catalyst demo team. I'm also a Shadowrun freelancer.
Great.
I'm Andy Coen. I am the lead for the board game side of the Agent House and a freelancer as well.
Awesome. So basically in the morning we usually go through the schedule for the day, and which there's been some last minute changes to stuff, so we'll kind of go over that. But then also just to chat about like how Gen Con has been, and especially from your guys' perspective on the different areas of the demo team and the stuff that we've offered. You can talk about that. You can talk about like, oh, this was sold out, or whatever you want to pat yourself on the back for. So we're going to just kind of chit-chat all morning. So first, the schedule. So at 10 o'clock today is the first ever actual play that's public here for Kung Fu Panda, the RPG, using the dice core system.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's going to have Jason Hardy, Thor Nye, who you might remember if you've been watching previous streams. He's an actor. And it was Thor, August Han, who is one of the writers for Kung Fu Panda, and Quincy of Quincy's Tavern. So it's going to be the most wholesome Kung Fu Panda game, even more wholesome than the movies. So you can check that out. You can come to the stage and watch us. You can go to YouTube, Catalyst Game Labs, and watch. But don't forget also, while you're here and walking past, hi Phil. Hi. You can come right over here, and we have coupons for Catalyst Game Labs booth, so 10% off of Battletech, Shadowrun, board games, RPGs, fiction, all of the cool stuff. So go get your 10% off coupon. So that was 10 to 11 for Kung Fu Panda.
Real quick on the Kung Fu Panda thing.
Oh, please.
August, who's one of our Shadowrun GMs, actually you had to steal him for this last slot to come work with you for Kung Fu Panda. The guy is a rock star. He has people that come to our table every time and look for him specifically. He has a fan club that basically follows him around. Yeah. This guy's great. You're going to have a good time.
He's awesome. August is a treasure. He's a good bean. 11 to 12, so it's TBD on the schedule, so we've got our TBD. So from 11 to 11:30, I'll be interviewing Paizo, which will be fun. We'll hear about everything they have going on here at Gen Con and new releases and stuff like that. And then from 11:30 to 12, we'll have Nerdburger Games. They're one of my marketing clients.
I love those guys. I love him so much.
Craig has a new game coming to Kickstarter soon. He just did his first board/card game on Kickstarter as well, but he's going to be doing his RPG coming up, Cosmic Corsairs. So I'm excited to talk to him. Hi, Bree. And finally, from 12 to 1, we were going to do the Duke Challenge, but we are challenged in that we are out of copies of the Duke.
Yes, we are.
A good problem to have.
It's a good problem. It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
So we're going to be finding something else during that period. We're not sure what yet, because that's what we do is scramble last minute. And then finally from 1 to 2, we're going to have Talon and Friend.
My favorite segment.
Yes.
Talon and Friend Tea Party.
Yes.
We have rebranded it to Talon and Friend Tea Party.
Oh, yes.
I still don't really know what's going on for it, other than we jokingly said that he should come talk to all the Battletech plushies, and those are his friends.
Friend.
It's one plushie, just one. Is it the Irby too?
Yes.
Poor Talon just talking to the Irby all day. Actually, what we should do is put him out and do this live from outside with the big guy.
With the big guy, yeah.
With a microphone.
Just
And
Talon talking
how
under
has your Gen Con been? That'll be Talon and Friend. I don't know what's actually going to happen, but, we made fun of him for all the ideas. So we'll see what happens.
Traditionally, Talon and Friend has been our wrap-up. We did this for the first time at Adepticon, and it's very, very entertaining because it was the table was packed. It was poor Talon and 6 other people.
Oh, wow.
So everyone had to figure out who was the friend.
Awesome.
And
one friend.
It's a wonderful wrap-up, and especially when there's 6 other people at the table.
Makes me think of Big Bang Theory, where it's like 1 friend and 5 treasured acquaintances, and everyone looks at each other like, well, who's the friend? All right, so that's the schedule for today. We have one more joining us. Hi, Topa.
Hi, Brown.
How are
This wasn't
you?
a stalling tactic whatsoever.
I mean, we're just here to talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
So while Topa gets his headset on, okay, good. You got it right. Good job.
Awesome.
Awesome.
not like
Usually have to be like backwards sunglasses.
No.
But Topa's a pro here. So Topa, can you introduce yourself and your role?
Yeah, I'm Jim Topa. I'm the XO for Mr. Ciaravella. I'm also the minis and battletech lead for CDT.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here.
You're welcome. Thanks for inviting me.
Topa called me back at 8:58 this morning, and we were supposed to be live at 9. So
Man, I
thank
thought
you
I
guys.
was going to be the last guy.
Yeah, it was a last-minute scramble. I was waiting to hear if someone could do it. They said tentative, and they were like, no. And I was like, well, we scramble. That's what we do here. So I want to kind of hear from you guys, just a casual chat now that we've done the schedule for the day, because we're stopping at 2 for the day. So I want to hear from you guys. How has Gen Con been for you personally, for the demo team, for your areas? What's sold out? What is the coolest thing you've done? So just chit-chat. I'm going to take a break because my voice is very I have a deep voice right now.
Sure, I'll take it, Jim. We'll go from there.
Yeah.
Well, in the Shadowrun room, we have been wall to wall. It has been absolutely crazy in there. There have been a couple of slots where we've actually considered and halfway done it before we actually did find a solution, cannibalizing our own HQ table because we had that many extra players in there to put more players in the room.
Wow.
More people showing up than the room was even able to hold in general.
Awesome.
It was great. The room was absolutely packed. Pretty much every slot that we needed that we had. It was having a great time in there. It was very loud the whole entire time. Thank God for our microphone packs. Those things have been a godsend because without those, I would be even more hoarse than I am now.
It's 9:30 this morning. Are there any more games people can get into today?
Absolutely. Today we have a 10 o'clock slot that goes. We have like 3 offerings today. Today we have a regular mission game, which is a 4-hour slot, which is part of our living campaign. It starts at 10 o'clock, goes to 2, and anyone can jump into one of those. If they come by, we do have pre-generated characters available for those. And those are more of kind of your regular Shadowrun game you get into. They're a great set of missions this year. There's a lot of fun with those. I had a part in writing 2 of them.
Awesome.
And the rest of the writing team did a lot of work, and everything in those missions has been really, really great this year. Also, on top of that, if you don't have 4 hours to spend, we actually have a couple of introductory missions today. It's called First Taste for Shadowrun. It's a 2-hour event. It's only 4 generic tickets to get in, and it is geared towards newer players, and it's geared towards people who have never played the game before. Come by. If you want to play some Shadowrun, you want to check out the system, you're really interested in the setting, you just want to know what the setting is, you want to know what this whole thing's about, just come on by the room. We'll get you taken care of. You'll get to play some Shadowrun. Like I said, we have pre-generated characters, and we will take care of everybody that comes by who wants to get a game in.
Awesome. So for a Sunday, if you want to sit down for a while and just play a game, Cyberpunk Fantasy Shadowrun, you can head to room 122.
Yep, ICC 122, 123. We'll be right there.
Awesome.
There's a big banner outside that says Shadowrun, and room captains will take care of you right away, and I'll be there to help out as well.
It's all neon inside now. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
We need enough of that so that we can just turn off the lights and just glow.
Yeah.
Well, it was wonderful. It just legitimately, it's so hot.
Yeah.
Those new lights are fantastic. The room looks incredible, but it gets a little warm in there.
Toasty. They're so powerful. It's the tall ceilings and like the glow is up on the ceilings. It's pretty epic.
Yeah.
Awesome. Topa, what about
Us, we did great. I mean, our tables were
this is
filled
for BattleTech, right?
For BattleTech and Leviathan. So we did
Ooh.
both missions. So we had people coming to test out Leviathans,
Good.
doing the shakedown, doing the King of the Skies. We were sold out, not sold out, but we were pretty full on all of our tournaments this year, especially the Alpha Strike 350, where we did a couple of different way of doing it with the heats, so we could try to get more players in and not commit them to an entire day. We also sold out a lot of our Drafted for War, where you buy, you pay in, you get 3 mechs, and you walk away with 3 mechs and play 3 quick rounds of Alpha Strike, in and out in 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, our grinders were full, and we had to tell some people with generics. It's like, yeah, we're full up. We don't have any more room
Wow.
up. So yeah, that grinder is always busy. So
That's awesome.
a lot of people were glad to see our Razor flag was back, and that was pretty busy also. And from what I'm hearing, contracts, our new format, did awesome. There were a lot of people doing some good feedback for us, and I think we're going to be able to press forward with it in the future and
Cool.
make it grow.
So I see you guys over there pretty late. How late does BattleTech go?
We start the last session at 10 o'clock, so we close at midnight.
Okay, wow.
So we're going like 14 hours during the day.
Holy.
We also had the joy of Masters and Minions, our premiere event last night, which our devoted leader, Lauren Coleman, and his team was going straight to a 1:30.
Oh,
We
wow.
were still cranking out at that point. That was
They
a
were the
fun
last
one.
ones, weren't they?
They were the last ones. Nope, I was clearing them out at the end of that
Did they
match.
lose?
Let's say it was a gentle draw.
Annihilate the Coleman. Awesome. Now, what about for today? If anyone wants to play some BattleTech or some Leviathans today, are there still openings?
Yes, we got grinders for both of those going on. We don't have the boot camps going on today, so if you don't know how to play, that's the cool thing about the grinders. The players are awesome on the grinders. They're willing to help out the new players to help ease them into what they learned at boot camp or what they don't know.
Cool.
So yeah, we've got grinders going on till last one will end at. So we'll go 10 to 12 and then 12 to 2.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And we've also got if you haven't seen it, we've got the awesome 3D terrain on our grinder mats.
Yeah.
So we are slowly migrating from paper mats to a lot of our events are going to 3D.
Nice. I'm excited about that, and I think if you love minis game, if you love BattleTech, sitting down and playing a grinder for as long as you want is pretty nice to be able to. If you want to start with your teeny little mini and work all the way up and spend 72 hours playing your BattleTech game, you can. Or if you're like, you know what, I have 45 minutes, I'll see who I can blow up, or if I can die, then that's fine too. So it's a nice way to spend some of your time.
Yes.
Now, what about, you also have over there the pods, right?
Yes, we have the pods, the old virtual environment pods that
Virtual
they were-
world.
Entertainment. Yep.
Yeah, virtual entertainment. They were at not Barnes and Nobles. They were at
Dave and Buster's.
Dave
is the
and
word,
Buster's.
yes.
Yeah. I'm running on 4 hours of sleep.
Right?
Yeah, I understand. Yep.
Dave
It's
and Buster's
Sunday.
and Chicago. I remember going to Chicago and running the pods there. They are great. It's another way to play BattleTech and get your video game fix in.
Awesome.
And just pure nostalgia right there. Well, we've been very, very lucky. We had Chris Lowry here
Yep.
doing Mech Warrior 5, so you're seeing the cutting edge of computerized mech fighting right there.
Yep.
But also you jump back in the pods, and for some of us, that's one of the first we remember that from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's still the same feeling. You can still smell the history in the pods. It is a lovely thing.
Since we've got the time, I'll share a little story with you for the pods. At Origins, I think it was the last year, they were out front of the hall.
I remember.
I had met who would be my future husband, and we were walking around with his best friend in the convention hall, and his legs are long, and he was out pacing us, and we were exhausted, and we were complaining. So finally we get out there, and he's got generics, so he wants to do some of the Battletech pods. And we gave him all of our generics, and then went and sat down, and we were like, oh, that should keep him busy for a while. And the couple next to us were like, that's parenting done right. And we were like, he's our 32-year-old friend. So we call him our toddler now. But those pods were a visual staple at Origins for a long time, so it's really good to have them back, and with Catalyst.
Yep.
Awesome. Now, what about you?
So we are mostly doing booth demos. So unlike these guys, my guys are all in the hall, and we have got plenty of great stuff going on. The partnership with Quincy's Taverns, Guardians of the Four Worlds.
Four wins.
4 wins, yes.
4 hours.
Yeah, no, 3 for me.
4 wins, 4 hours.
Yeah. Yes.
It's Sunday.
Yes, that has been constant, and we are very far down on our collection there, so that one might be the one we sell out of today. But my crew has been great because it has been from open to close. We've had almost no breaks on any of the demo tables.
Wow.
This is probably the busiest in the last 3 years I have seen this booth, and we have been really busy before, but
Yeah.
this is open to close with almost not even the lunch rush leaving free tables. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, so it's really good to see Parachute Panda will still keep people captured for a lot of time out there. It is still a fan favorite, and now we have people bringing their friends over going, no, try it. You need to be here. You need to do this
good.
game. Yeah.
It's the next level up of people getting to know the game.
Yes,
That's
indeed.
cool.
And unfortunately, our crew is a little short-staffed, so I've got my guys poking and recruiting. So when we see people bringing them back in, we're like, welcome aboard. Come on, here's some email contacts. Let's get some more of you out there. So if any of you out there are interested in our board games, please let me know online.
And how do they contact you?
So I am actually one of our moderators over on our Discord. So if you are on the community Discord, look for Kane Hazen. I will be a big red name because I'm one of the moderators there. Feel free to ping me directly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So board game's doing well, and that's wild because I remember how busy it was last year even.
Well, and not only has that been packed, but now with Runefire, we're actually up in the Sagamore Ballroom. So I'm taking care of 2 separate locations at this point, and they have, with a slow start, have just been packed the whole rest of the time. And Paizo's been a great partner in letting us have some of their space to preview and test this with folks.
The more that people can see our brand walking by and our games and stuff like that, the more chances that they can stumble into one of these divisions that we love and support every year. So
and we've got the demos going all day today, and we've got Overlords in training in Kenyon. The developer has been running those. So if you want to meet the developer and the artist, he's running those games, and the tables are all open. Parachute Panda, we've still got all of them. Well, that are still in print out on the floor.
Well, Michael, anything you want to add before I do my next round of question here?
Absolutely. Well, one of the things, the guys have done a wonderful job right there. All of our premier events went wonderful. Tournament of Shadows, Masters and Minions. This is also one of our biggest years yet. We had 98 agents signed up.
Wow.
We had 158 show up. We are currently running 5 different sections, not only just the streaming booth here. As Andy mentioned, we're up in the Paizo room showing off Runefire. We've got the board game division, which is continuing to grow over these last few years. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Mike Ritchie, for making a great board game division to grow. Over in the main booth area. And of course, we've got the miniatures area in Exhibit Hall A and the Shadowrun RPG room. All of these spaces packed out to the brim and just getting bigger and bigger. Exactly as Andy said, if you're interested in joining the demo team, there are lots of opportunities. Message demo team at catalystgamelabs or look us up online. We're always there. There's some great opportunities, great discounts, and the chance to have fun at these great conventions.
Yeah. What's the as we continue to grow, like I always know the RPG room as the Shadowrun room. So now that we've got Shadowrun and we're going to have Voltron and Frostpunk and Kung Fu Panda, like
and we're going to sneak some board games in there too.
I know.
Are we
Yeah,
we're 122 and
you're coming
123.
into
Does
our
that mean we're
area
going to
now,
be
too.
also 121 or 124?
That's kind of a question for the future. We're going to see how things expand for us. Our hope is to keep getting bigger.
Yeah.
We want to see more games and more different things in the room. Traditionally, we always have been the Shadowrun rooms, just because Shadowrun was kind of the big RPG under the Catalyst banner for so long. But with Jason Hardy moving up to RPG coordinator for Catalyst, now we have Frostpunk and Voltron and a couple other properties that we can't talk about that are coming up sooner or later. And it's going to be really neat. We're already running Time of War, which is the MechWarrior RPG, in the room as well.
That's awesome.
And we've had some good success with that. And that's been very popular. So we're excited to have more come up. So if Shadowrun is, if not your bag, and I can't imagine why it wouldn't be, but if it's not, we do have a lot of other RPGs as well to go through and to help run and things like that. And we can use any assistance we can get as far as that stuff is concerned.
Awesome. So if you are thinking about how you're going to make your way to Gen Con next year, you can join the Catalyst demo team. And how does that system work in terms of signups, and what do we cover versus?
Well, we're doing something a little bit different next year. Traditionally, we plan out the events. We traditionally sell out some of these events very fast and then continue to build on that. The biggest thing that we're running into, and it goes into what you said about the Shadowrun room, Gen Con is bigger than it's ever been before. It's at capacity. For the first time this year, I was able to walk from one end of Exhibit Hall A to the Crown Plaza to the stadium and take all of that in. We are maxed out on space, and it only continues to grow. So what we're working on right there is trying to build out our schedule to the maximum effect that we can do. We talked about potentially extending our hours in the Shadowrun room. So the more volunteers we get and the earlier we get them, the more we can do these things. We are limited with the exhibit hall only being open certain hours, but the more space we've got and the more hours we can fill in a day, the more butts we can get in seats. Because every single year, and this year is no different, people are coming down to us and saying, I still want to be playing. They'll be coming up at 2:30 as we're closing down some of the spaces, hoping for one last game. They love what we've got, and we love to put it out there for them.
Cool.
Yeah, we were shuffling tables in the minis area to make sure that we were maximizing that table space, so that way it didn't look like BattleTech was dead. And Leviathans, we were rolling all the time.
Awesome. We were just talking about you, August.
We were.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Saying how much we love you.
We love you.
And your fan club.
They're making fan club jokes all the damn time. Also, Lindy told me, I'm not your goddamn social secretary.
That's awesome. I think that, like, with the growth and
DoorDash, right?
And everything, how do people apply to be part of the demo team?
Traditionally, you'd go to Catalyst demo. You'd message demo team at catalystgamelabs.com, or we have a Catalyst demo team website, which will take you right to the link. It's a very straightforward process. You'd go right onto the website. You fill out a Google form, and we get back to you very, very quickly there. Legitimately, we are continuing to expand. The BattleTech program itself was very, very involved for the application. You needed to paint your minis. We needed to ship because we're going to a lot of friendly local game stores, working directly with our fire bases, which are some of our preferred vendors who go out and some of the places that we put on some of our smaller tournaments. And now we're bringing in the board games division and Shadowrun players. So we're trying to streamline that process to get people in, and then to give them all of the various tools they need and the helpful background to show off and put out those games for people to enjoy.
What Michael's kindly trying to say is the three of us are beating him up to make things easier. So.
That's right.
So, Rem, one of the things that we're doing to streamline it is if you apply and you're referred by an agent, we will check with the agent and say, hey, how's this person doing? And they're going to say yay or nay. This person's like cheerleading for the community all the time. It makes it a lot more easier if you get with one of our CDT agents and get referred by them.
Awesome. Awesome. That's helpful.
Yeah, and some of us are, of course, sitting in the background because we're retailers on top of everything else, trying to get our retail relations built up better. So I'm there for you game stores because I'm one of you as well on the outside. I'm pushing for this.
Awesome.
But realistically, don't let needing a referral or wanting a referral like stop you.
No.
You know, just because getting a referral makes it a little easier. We take time and look at every application that comes in.
Yep.
And we'll consider everybody that comes in. If you have a little bit of passion for the game, we'd love to have you.
And we're 5,000 agents strong right now and continuing to grow. We just brought on a class of 24 new probationary agents. We're continuing on. We get at least 50 applications every month. We are continuing to grow. And as we're seeing the resurgence of Battletech and the board games and Shadowrun and our RPGs, we're just getting more and more people. We are going to be bombarded with triple that number just from Gen Con alone. We've had a lot of interest. We've got a lot of people who want to come here. And best 4 days in gaming. We continue to sell out earlier. This year it was nearly a week before the convention. If you want to get in, one of the ways to guarantee you do that is by volunteering with Catalyst. It gives you the opportunity to get a room, a badge, and the chance to have some fun.
Awesome.
That's right.
And also, for the agents that are already out there, as the board game division is being very insidious about infiltrating every aspect and getting board games out for all of our lines, we're going to need more people because we need to infiltrate their rooms as well. So if you have a special interest and you're already an agent, just remember, I'm willing to accept you over on our side too.
Encounters.
Yes.
Well,
We're not running it because we lost our one agent that was going to run it for you. So
Takedown?
Takedown is coming, yes. Yep, we've got that coming. We've got Succession Wars sitting in the wings somewhere. Who knows if we need to run that soon. Yeah, we've
Edge Zone?
Edge Zone, yeah, and Edge Zone we've had demos running. The developer there, Bull, has been running those demos for us, and next year we'll continue to invade a little bit more of your space. So
we've got about 10 minutes left, and one of the things I think I'd like to do today, since it's Sunday, is every con, like, you make these new friends that you carry with you for a while. You have these experiences that are super memorable and create those memories. So quickly, because we have 10 minutes, I'd love to go around and, like, what is that moment that made your Gen Con? Like, what are you going to take with you from this Gen Con that happened? I'll let you guys think, so I don't spring it on you. But I think, like, streaming the first time here has been phenomenal. Getting to play with the Shadowrun developers was epic. Getting to see all the people walk past and wave to strangers and wave to, like, friends, since we're so central.
yeah.
Hi, new friend. So, like, I really love this location, and I hope we continue to do this in the future. And but I think the ultimate moment was getting to GM for B. Dave Walters. Was pretty cool and pretty squee-worthy. Although that, I think, is tied with playing with the developers, with Jordan Weissman, with Tom Dowd, Mike Mulvihill, Jason Hardy, and R.J. Thomas. Like, that was a legendary game.
Yeah.
So I think that's my Gen Con moment.
Oh, you want me to roll?
Yeah.
Because I've got this off the top of my head. It's very simple. I ended up talking with Quincy for a while and pitching, and so we may have just pitched for another one in his series of games to Mike Ritchie. So,
awesome.
Like, getting to pitch a game with Quincy was just pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, how did I get here?
My whole life is that way. It's okay. Yeah.
Mike?
I got a couple little ones,
Okay.
right? Number one was being able to heckle your developer game from the peanut gallery
Yeah.
just right over there.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit. Just that was kind of fun.
It was fun.
Right? Just to see if they were going to leave your character's body behind when they trucked off without you when you were in the astral plane. Let's see if that was going to happen. But yesterday there was a special request. I usually don't run games anymore because I'm part of the leadership crew and I have to be behind there doing the schedule and making sure the room stays together and things like that. But there was a request by some of the players that have played with me over the years, and they said, hey, we want you to run the game. Can you do this? So I bumped the GM, gave him a break, and ran this game for this table. And I killed all of them, but it was a lot of fun to do it, and everybody had a great time.
That's
doing
awesome.
it. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Neat. Did you have another one?
Oh, those were the two right there.
Okay.
Heckling you guys that. So yeah.
Topa?
So I've got two also.
Okay.
I don't want to be shown up by Messmer.
Sure.
Oh yeah, of course.
So the first one is I partner up with Finn Hardy at Masters of Minions. And if you don't know, Finn is an Ohio State fan. And if you
We're
don't
all
know,
flawed.
And if you don't know, I'm a Michigan fan, right? So
oh no!
It came down to me to win our game. So Michigan for the win.
This is a guy who wears his Michigan hat to Origins in the heart of Columbus. So,
yes,
you know.
yes.
That's dangerous.
I lived in Ohio for 23 years, so I was used to it.
Okay.
But the big thing that I was very excited about was that for Masters of Minions, we brought in Alpha Strike for the other half of our community.
Oh, cool.
So now it's not Alpha Strike and Total Warfare, duking it out. We're there playing almost the same kind of game with the Masters.
Cool.
Nice.
So that
awesome.
was the big thing for this Gen Con.
Neat.
For me.
We'll kill that off soon enough. No, no. Every year for me with Gen Con is an exciting whirlwind. I usually get in here 4 or 5 days before the rest of the team to prepare. I'll be one of the last ones out. But it's really exciting. This was a great year of Masters and Minions. I got to work with John Helfers, which was lovely. Amy Ciaravella and our painting team did a beautiful job with more minis than they'd ever had to do before. Especially with shipping items and everything else, she was working straight through. It was our first time to have staff agents here. I had 4 new agents assisting us with a new level to run around, get things done, make sure people got fed, make sure we had water. It was very enjoyable.
That's been needed for a long time, I think.
Oh, absolutely. That's one of the biggest things I took away with me is someone came up to me and said, why didn't we ever think of this before? We've got these little people running around and doing all this stuff.
We're slow learners. It's
Speaking of people getting fed, that included you.
That included me.
Yes.
I did get fed, so that is good. But that's exactly it. And it's building that infrastructure. It's building back up. It's great to have 5,000 agents, but to have 5,000 active agents who want to come out, who want to do these things. And I'm sure I heard it in the Shadowrun room quite a bit. I heard it in the Battletech area. A lot of these agents, this was their first Gen Con. They can't wait to come back, and they loved showing off for our various fans there. It was a great time, and it's the only way that we could be allowed to do all of the running around that we do as well.
I do have one more answer, and that is that this community is, for being 80,000 people here, the industry is so tight-knit. Yes. I just got a message from Margaret Weiss, I had invited her to come on this morning because we had a last-minute cancellation, so I was scrambling to get you guys here. I was scrambling to find someone that was available, and I was like, I'll shoot at it, and so I messaged her on Facebook Messenger and asked if she'd like to come on, and she just said, sorry, I can't leave the booth. But now I have a text from Margaret Weiss. So that's exciting. So that's the stuff that I love about the industry is that you're going to run into someone. You're going to get to meet these legends that have made these games that have changed your life, and that's so cool about this industry. Anything else people want to share?
I will say this, is that Shadowrun has a tendency to sell out very quickly ticket-wise. We have had a long-standing tradition in the Shadowrun room. We will take any and all generics and do everything we can to get generic tickets seated at all times. So we have our 4-hour starting at 10 o'clock, but we have 2 hours starting at 10 and at 12. So come on by, even if you don't have a ticket, even if it's sold out, we'll get you seated, we'll get you playing some games.
And for Battletech?
A couple of big things. Same thing with grinders. We'll try to get you seated in if we can. Sundays are pretty low. I guess I want the players to know that in the future we're going to try to use their investment of their collection in our narrative events.
Ooh.
So, we're going to try to do the traditional, we provide the forces, but we might also be like, hey, bring these many forces with you and play.
Awesome. And where do people find the Battletech area?
We are in the minis hall. We're in Hall A all the way in the back. You can't miss us. We got the big, huge banner. We almost tried to put it in front of, who is it that's next to us?
No.
But yeah,
being nice.
If you go in these doors and walk until you can't walk anymore, you'll find the Battletech pods and the Battletech minis area.
Yep, pods are going to be going all day also.
Awesome.
But if you make it on the Battletech, you'll have to pass Shadowrun, so give us a look.
I just want to say thank you guys. Like, I started before I was with Catalyst. I showed up to Gen Con and just played Shadowrun missions. Like, I would sit at 2 to 3 tables a day, so it was 8 to 12 hours of just playing the game. And you guys became my friends, and then, you know, as happens in this industry, you join the industry and stop having time to play the games that you love. So this is the first year in quite a while I've been able to kind of hang out with you guys again, and in between stuff going on and reconnect. So thank you guys for the good work you do and the friendships made, and a million more adventures to come. So thank you all.
Amen.
You heard it here, folks. Shadowrun is to blame.
Yeah.
I think everyone knew that.
Oh, absolutely.
That's not a surprise.
Good. Jason isn't listening. It's fine.
But I would also like to thank everyone who's been here, the fans, everyone who's been listening in. Once again, our devoted agents who allow us to do these things. Rem, you, the rest of the team, everyone who made this such a wonderful convention. We still got a few hours left to go, but at that same point, we're seeing a great time. We've had a great time, and we'll crawl our way over the finish line one more time, excited and happy.
Yeah, it's the cheer of the close of the vendor hall, followed by the tears of, oh God, we still have to clean all this up.
The sound of bagpipes.
That's right.
Well, thank you guys in the audience for staying and watching. Thank you guys on YouTube for staying and watching, and thank you guys for being here. But don't go anywhere, because we are going to be right back with some Kung Fu Panda, the RPG. Thank you.
Thank you.